You must have heard the hype about the growth factors, but what if I told you that you don't need to drop dollars to get the real results? Today we are diving into the Ordinary's affordable growth factor 15% solution. Does it actually work or is it just a skincare hype on a budget? Today I'm going to be giving you 2-month update using the Ordinary growth factor 15% solution. I have been using this every day, twice a day since February 2025 and I'm ready to finally share my thoughts on this and of course how this has been performing on my skin. This is not a sponsored video, this is my review. So what are growth factors and what they actually do for your skin? Growth factors are naturally occurring peptides and proteins that can be found in a variety of places, most notably our skin. The body creates growth factors to heal skin that's damaged due to photoaging and environmental factors like sun exposure and pollution. Growth factors promote cell turnover and the production of structural proteins like elastin and collagen, which are crucial to combat the damage to the skin, fine lines and wrinkles, and support youthful looking skin. As you age, the natural growth factor levels in your body decrease. That leads to the less repair and protection and in turn visible signs of aging. Using skincare with growth factors can help. How do growth factors work? Think of growth factors as keys and their respective receptors as locks. When the key fits into the lock, it activates the cell to do the things like grow and divide, make more collagen or elastin, or increase blood flow. But by our late 20s, that lock and key mechanism begins to get rusty and the skin starts producing smaller quantities of growth factors, resulting in less cell growth and thinner, less supple skin. Growth factors are an effective treatment for skin since they are naturally found in the skin. Growth factors bind to cell receptors and promote cell proliferation, which is the process in which cells grow and divide to produce new cells. This stimulates elastin and collagen production and retention. Healthy cell turnover can also reduce inflammation. That's why some dermatologists recommend growth factors skincare as a retinol alternative that's ideal for sensitive skin. Growth factors can also be used together with retinol for an anti-aging regimen, acting as a buffer for any retinol side effects like irritation. Where do growth factors in skincare come from? This is the million-dollar question, and the growth factors found in serums, gels, and creams are either bioengineered in a lab or obtained from human stem cells, but not necessarily human skins and cells. Like they can be sourced from skin, fat, bone marrow, umbilical cord, etc., etc. Some brands choose to remove the human element completely. They use synthetic DNA into the plants themselves, and from that stem cell grew up plant with seeds that are producing a human epidermal growth factor replica. This protein has the same amino acid sequence as the human epidermal growth factor, so it can easily detect and bind to EGF receptors on human skin cells. Growth factors, as we have already mentioned, naturally occur in human skin, but they are also present in a number of other forms, and advances in biotechnology have made it possible to derive growth factors from human cells, animals, and even plants. Now let's talk about the Ordinary growth factor 15% solution. They claim that their growth factor 15% solution is formulated to rejuvenate aging skin on face and neck. First, look at the ingredient list. It has 15% concentration of three plant-based biomimetic growth factors called EGF, TGF, and IGF. These growth factors are nicotiana benthammiana hexapeptide 40SH oligopeptide, also called EGF or epidermal growth factor. This plant-derived epidermal growth factor supports skin's natural elastin and renewal processes, aiming to reduce the appearance of wrinkles while enhancing elasticity and firmness. The second growth factor is derived from nicotiana benthammiana hexapeptide 40SH polypeptide 76, also called TGF beta 2 or transforming growth factor, that improves skin's integrity by supporting natural collagen to minimize visible lines and wrinkles while promoting skin's firmness and elasticity and smoothing skin texture. Third growth factor is also obtained from nicotiana benthammiana octapeptide 30SH oligopeptide 2, also called IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor, that helps to regenerate the appearance of skin by helping support skin density and minimizes visible wrinkles. It also has two humectants, glycerin and butylene glycol, that enhances the product's texture and aids in delivering other ingredients effectively into the skin, maintains hydration and skin barrier function. Sclerosium gum is a texture enhancer. Citric acid and trisodium ethylene diamine disuccinate are pH adjuster and the chelating agent that stabilize the formulation. Phenoxyethanol and chlorphenazine are the preservatives that safeguard serum from microbial contamination, extending its shelf life and ensuring user safety. So the list is very short, and I like the fact that this serum doesn't contain any alcohol and fragrance. It's even safe for oily, acne-prone skin or any skin types can use this serum. Now let's move on to the consistency of this serum. It has a very light consistency and is water-like, and the serum itself is water-based. You can take it in your palm, rub it gently, pat it on your face, neck, back of hands and chest. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky. In fact, it's so lightweight that you don't even realize that you are having it on your skin. It absorbs completely into the skin. It's safe to use around your eyes, your neck, and your chest. You can use it morning and night. Apply it after cleansing directly onto your skin or after an essence or toner if you prefer. Then you can apply your oil-based serums or thicker serums and then seal it with a good ceramide-based moisturizer. Apply sunscreen if you are using it in the morning. It's a great preventative serum as well, so even if you are not experiencing any of these things where you are starting to see fine lines and loss of firmness, you can still incorporate it as a great preventative serum. Now let's move on to what is my experience with this serum and what changes I have seen in my skin after 2 months of use. The first thing I have noticed is that it's a very hydrating serum. It provides the skin with a lot of hydration. If you are oily, don't worry about the hydration. You will still like it as it's a lightweight serum and absorbs into your skin. There is no stickiness or tackiness. Secondly, my skin appeared a lot softer, smoother within 2 to 3 weeks time, but I haven't noticed improvement in softening of my fine lines and wrinkles honestly. For this to happen, you have to use it consistently for at least 4 to 6 months before you see the results in terms of softening fine lines and wrinkles or firmer skin. Third thing I have noticed that this really does help with wound healing. I experience a compromised skin barrier sometimes by using a lot of active ingredients in my skincare routine like redness and irritation. This serum definitely works even on compromised skin barrier and heals skin faster. I use it alongside tretinoin or retinaldehyde or copper peptides and other peptides as they enhance the performance of one another for signs of aging. I definitely have seen a small amount of lift or tightness on my skin by using this serum for at least 2 months. You can actually achieve better results by pairing up your growth factors with retinol, so it's good for sensitive skin. I have also seen improvement in overall radiance of my skin. It does feel brighter and smoother while using this serum, so I have seen all the benefits in just 2 months' time. Also, I think with long-term use, this actually could help to firm and help to soften and prevent those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, the next most asked question is how can you layer growth factors with other ingredients in your skincare routine to achieve maximum results? What are the serums with which you can pair these growth factors without any side effects? Firstly, you can pair growth factors with copper peptides or regular peptides like matrixyl or argireline. Peptides also helps to stimulate collagen and helps wound healing like growth factors, so pairing these two doubles that effect. Secondly, you can pair growth factors with niacinamide, and this is Naturium's niacinamide. You can use any niacinamide that you have. This pairing is exceptional for skin barrier support. If you are someone that experiences a compromised skin barrier, then this is a great combination because this helps in wound healing, but it's also good for discoloration, fine lines and wrinkles, and skin elasticity. It can also be used every day, twice a day. Growth factors can also be combined with prescription tretinoin, retinol, or even retinaldehyde. The one I'm using is from Naturium. This is 0.1% retinaldehyde serum. Tretinoin, retinol, retinaldehyde also helps to stimulate collagen, elastin, improve texture and tone, fine lines and wrinkles. It's really nice to use growth factors because this can do very similar things, plus this has wound healing properties to it. A lot of people experience dryness from tretinoin, and growth factors can help to prevent some of that irritation. Growth factors can also be combined with hyaluronic acid if you like it for plumper, hydrating skin. Also helps in skin barrier support. Lastly, growth factors can also be combined with vitamin C derivatives as Ordinary doesn't recommend for you to use their growth factor serum with pure form of vitamin C, means L-ascorbic acid or other acids like alpha hydroxy acids or beta hydroxy acids. You can use vitamin C derivatives that contain other form of vitamin C. They are gentle. This pairing will enhance skin elasticity, stimulate collagen production, giving that brighter complexion. It can also address fine lines and wrinkles. And the one I'm using with this growth factor serum is Dr. Althea Vitamin C Boosting Serum. But there are some doubts about the efficacy of growth factor serums. Growth factor molecules from any source are too large to penetrate into the intact skin, and there is no convincingly proven technology that can increase the penetration. Yet, dozens of topical growth factor studies show measurable increase in collagen and elastin improvement in the skin thickness, radiance, pigmentation, and texture. Leading researchers share fascinating and widely accepted hypothesis that when growth factors are applied to the skin in high concentration, a very small fraction of them interact with the topmost layer of the skin and initiates a communication chain that leads to stimulation of fibroblasts, producing collagen growth. This order then incites swifter and more robust growth factor output, which then triggers more collagen creation down below the surface for glowier, plumper, and prettier skin. Now, the next big question is, are growth factors safe to use? The whole point of using these products is to increase the rate of growth in cells, leading to thicker and firmer skin. But what this notion of rapidly growing cells call to mind? Cancer, isn't it? There is no evidence that a natural epidermal growth factor could speed the growth of malignant lesion, while it's true that human growth factors cannot distinguish between a normal healthy cell and potentially compromised cell. But well-known companies like Skin Medica hasn't recorded any serious adverse events from their growth factor serum in 15 years. They have been collecting consumer feedbacks on this serum. Do I really need a growth factor serum? How can I work it in? I see growth factor serums as icing on the cake, like if you are looking to maximize your skincare regimen. Although sunscreen, antioxidant serum, retinol should take precedence, but if you are too sensitive for retinoids, growth factors can make a solid stand. They also help in building collagen to help with fine lines, evening skin tone, and roughness, but with less irritation. But if your skin tolerates retinol and you want to try growth factors, then you can combine both of them in your nighttime skincare routine to accelerate the process of skin regeneration and get good results by using them. Do growth factor serums really work? Data suggests that well formulated, high quality growth factor serums can deliver benefits with consistent use. These serums can lead to noticeable improvement in overall skin quality, but they don't work overnight. It should be used for at least 3 to 4 months before you can actually see the results for your specific skin concern. Consistency is key here when starting with a new active ingredient such as growth factor. I really recommend this. I think it's a great addition, and even though this contains 3 plant-based growth factors, it doesn't matter. It does work as long as you are consistent with it. I know most people prefer to go with human growth factors because it might work a little bit faster, but at the same time, they are way more expensive. So pick something that you can be consistent with and something that is affordable to you, and just be patient and see amazing results with this product. Growth factors are relatively new innovation in skincare world, so products that have them are typically expensive, but you can always count on the ordinary growth factor 15% solution as serum boasting 3 types of plant-based growth factors. The key here is to be consistent with the serum as it contains plant-based growth factors, so they are not as effective as human growth factors, but if you use them consistently for 3 to 4 months, you can definitely gonna see results. I will definitely continue to use the ordinary growth factor serum for next few months every day, twice a day, and will update after few months about the changes that I will see after finishing next few bottles of this serum. So that is my little review on ordinary growth factor 15% solution. I will have this linked in my description box as always. And if you have any question, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you tried it? What's your experience so far? What are you pairing up with it? Until then, thank you so much for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye guys.